Hey everyone, I'm Allison and you're watching Long Island Thrifter. Today I'm going over 7 of my most unique, surprising sales of the year, many of which are bolos, and looking forward to maybe 2 or 3 reseller resolutions for the new year. So stay tuned. I've had issues with mugs, and I'm going to tell you that from the very beginning, when I watch other resellers on YouTube, they're always talking about the Starbucks mugs. Many people are like, yeah, pick them up, and then others are like, yeah, they don't sell. This year, I was trying to stay away from buying mugs, but I did buy a couple. I had some in inventory already, and I sold a bunch of them, especially towards the end of this year. So I was really pleasantly surprised with some of these sales. Most of them were bought for $1 each. So let's take a look at those mugs. Starting with the 16-ounce grande Starbucks mug. I picked this up when I was in Texas about 6 months ago at a Goodwill. It was $1, and that one sold relatively quickly for $14.95 plus shipping. So I was really happy with that. And it also kind of gave me a little bit of like, okay, I do have some mugs in my inventory and I can probably sell them. They will sell eventually. Which brings me to, I bought a set of 3 Starbucks 2006 stockings and snowflakes 14-ounce Christmas mugs. They were $3.99 total for the 3. A year ago, I put them up before Christmas. No one was interested. I kept them up. Now, I did do a little change during the year. I was originally selling these Starbucks mugs as a set of 3. And I don't even remember how much I had them up for. It may have been 3 for $20 or something. There was nothing. No one wanted them at all. So during the year, I reset my eBay listing on them as individual mugs that I had 3 for sale. You could buy 1 or 2 or 3, and they were $9.99 each. Also, I set it that if you bought more than 1, you got a discount. So sure enough, about 2 months ago, someone bought all 3 mugs and got a 15% discount. And all 3 mugs sold for $26 plus shipping. So it was a really good sale and I was happy about that. And it's just that little tweak in the listing that made all the difference, I think. The next Starbucks mugs that I found was actually something I wanted to keep because I really love bicycling. And this was the green bicycle from their 2015 Dot collection. I loved it. I picked it up for $1 at one of the local thrift stores and I used it for a few months, and then I found another mug that I liked and I said, okay, well, I'll sell this Starbucks one. This one is so unique. I had never seen the bicycle one before. So I was very excited when I put it up for sale and it sold relatively quickly. So it's definitely a bolo to look out for. Unique Starbucks mugs definitely sell very well. And I paid $1 for it and I flipped it and sold it for $15 plus shipping. I started looking into teacups this year, which I have a bunch sitting over there that haven't moved. But I did find this one that was $3.99 at the thrift store in great condition and a beautiful emerald green with gold detail. And I was able to flip it for $46. Definitely take a look. That was an Ainsley English bone china teacup. There's a definite teacup collector group out there. It sold pretty quickly. I ended up watching a few months ago a video that the Nurse Flipper did on teacups and it blew my mind. I was like really impressed. You should check that out. It's really good because you can see how much value is in these teacups. I was at American Thrift and I looked over at their china. I know a lot of us look at china and go, God, no one's using their china anymore. And I saw these Disney plates and I thought, okay, there's the Disney element to it. These are interesting. It was a set of 16. There were 4 dinner plates, 4 dessert plates, 4 bowls, and 4 mugs. And they're really in great condition. The whole set of 16 was $30. At first, I was going to sell it as the complete set, which I had up on local sites around here because I thought, I'm not shipping this whole set. This is going to be too much. And I did that for a little while and there was no one interested in it. I broke apart the set. So far, I did sell the 4 dinner plates for $50. So right there, I've already made my money back on the buying the set. Now I'm waiting to try and sell the other pieces off. We'll see what happens. But I found this pair of Todd's chocolate brown chukka boots at a thrift store, and part of me was like, do I want to get them? I'm not sure. And the big reason was they were a size 7.5, which is kind of small. Little guy feet. But they were in beautiful condition, really gorgeous condition, and they were 20 bucks. It took a long time to sell them. I think I had it up for 150, 180 at one point. And then another time I had it up for $90. I put them back up for $124.99, and surprisingly someone bought them. But just know, smaller sizes in anything are going to be a little bit tougher sale. You have to find that one specific buyer. I was going to Napa Valley for my nephew's wedding. The morning of the wedding, I saw signs for a lot of yard sales, and I'm like, I gotta go to the yard sales. The wedding's not until 2 o'clock. This is great. Well, I hit like 3 yard sales, all of which were pretty blah, but the fourth one was a charm. There was a bunch of vintage designer clothing on a rack, and they were selling them for $5 each. Now, many people would look at this stuff and go, I want to buy the whole rack. The challenge was most of them were a size 4. And so right there, that's a little person. I picked up an Oscar de la Renta summer dress that was made for Bergdorf Goodman. And it's a beautiful floral print. It's very Hawaiian looking with hibiscus all over it. And it's a very pretty color. But a size 4, it's going to take a while. After doing some research, I had originally put it up for $200, then I brought it down to $175. Just recently, right at the end of the year, it took 6 months, I sold that dress that I bought for $5 for $150. And I was really happy with that sale. That was great. But those small sizes can be very challenging to find the right buyer. Earlier in the fall, I was driving across country to a friend's wedding, and I was in Granger, Indiana, when I stopped at a few Goodwill stores. I turned around and I saw some pretty interesting stuffed plush on this one shelf. And I gotta tell you, plush is something that I hear a lot of other resellers talk about, how they're great flips, they're easy to turn around. I have a bag full in my inventory right now and nothing has moved. But I picked up this dinosaur plush that had its tags on it, and it was in great condition. So for 50 cents, I picked up this. That one sold for $24.99. So be on the lookout for that kind of interesting, different plush, new with tags. It was a great return on investment for something that was 50 cents. It was lightweight, and they paid for shipping. Another item that I picked up and I was unsure of, but now if I ever see these again, I will pick them up because they sell every single day. It was incredible when I looked this up, and I couldn't believe how many had sold. It's the Magnolite 8-quart roaster aluminum Dutch oven. It was $25 at the thrift store, and I really was kind of hesitant about this. I was like, I don't know. But I'm telling you, it sold so quickly for me, and I sold it for $115. I was really excited about this sale. I keep thinking to myself, if I ever find another one again, especially great condition this was, I want to keep one for myself. If you ever see these Magnolite roasters from the 1950s, 1960s, scoop it up because they sell extremely well. Be on the lookout for those. I have just a few reseller resolutions. I thought about it. I saw some other people put up their reseller resolutions for 2023, and I thought, no, I'm not doing a whole thing on it because, you know, they say that resolutions really only last like until like, I don't know, January 21st. For most people, you say, it's a new year, clean slate, let's do this. And then you put like a ton of things on that list and you don't do any of them, or you do a couple and that's it. I thought to myself, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. I enjoy this. I really love the treasure hunting aspect of reselling and finding some really cool items that I can sell and make other people really happy. For the most part, I think I do want to get away from the glassware, and I think I want to go more towards blankets and bedding. I think my only other resolution is to, hopefully this coming year will be the time when I find my own home. But in the meantime, I'm here taking care of my mom, and we're having a good time for the most part. It does get a little challenging. Hopefully when I find a house of my own, I can have more inventory, keep doing what I'm doing, which is enjoying my treasure hunting and enjoying selling interesting items and learning about them too. I love the history of all this stuff. I geek out on all that stuff. And I've been enjoying filming my YouTube adventures, and I think this will be a really good year coming up. So I don't want to put too much pressure on, I got to do this, this, and this. I'm just going to continue plugging along. Thanks for watching Long Island Thrifter. If you enjoyed this video, please tap the like button, and if so inclined, please subscribe. Until next time, keep on thrifting.